Hey guys, Raising the Roof here, and today I am with Kirk. He is joining me. We are watching hockey. I'm playing Stardew Valley, and we're going to talk a little bit about the new Xboxes, because I think Kirk's even interested, and they are
Love
looking
it.
pretty sweet. So let's talk about the new Xboxes, because there is, first of all, the Series X, and now they have just released the Series S. And what that's going to be. So, Kirk, how much do you know?
Well, I just know that from what I think I know, and of course Tampa Bay just scored, but from what I think I know, it's like a little mini Xbox, right? With less memory and shit.
Sorry, just give me a second. I like how you so nonchalantly just went, oh, Tampa Bay scored. Like, just not even thinking about it. Just, no, they scored. And then went right back into it. That's awesome. That's that's amazing. Anyways, so the Series S and the Series X. Yeah, the Series S is a little bit like it's lower powered than the Series X as well. So it is a little bit underpowered. It is still more powerful than your Series X or the One X. So like the newest one that is out there already. It's more powerful, but not 4 times more powerful like the One X or the Series X is. This is gonna confuse me. The One X and the Series X, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
What the fuck? Like what?
same with there's the Xbox One S, and now there's the Series S as well. So it's gonna be
Man, I'm trying to sell all those. I got the S, W, Y, and Z over here, and 3 times in each category. What do you want?
right. Oh, it's gonna be an interesting little.
I mean, but from what I'm thinking, like, I guess it would be. It's literally exactly what I wanted for me, so it's perfect. It's like me. Yeah, it's for my situation. Is what I'm trying to get at.
So yeah, it's a whole lot cheaper. Like, okay, so let's go into the
Like
one difference right now of price.
it'll run it like it's gonna run NHL 21 just as good as any other Xbox would because NHL isn't really that demanding, right?
So to a point, because the Xbox Series S, I guess we'll get into that point actually first. The Xbox Series S does 1440p at 60 frames per second. It can do up to 120, depends how optimized the game is from what I've understood from that. So NHL is probably one of those games that they will be able to do 1440 at 120 frames per second. That's going to be my guess. Because like you said, it's not a hugely demanding game. It's more on the CPU and not so much on the graphics.
Mm.
So yeah, I definitely think that it would do 1440 at 120. Because the thing is, the Xbox Series S, yeah, it does 1440, 60 frames. It can upscale to 4K. If the Series S is plugged into a 4K TV, it will upscale your game. So it won't look as good as if you actually have the Series X, but it will at least still be technically in 4K. Which is a little bit weird. It's kind of like the PS4 Pro did it too, where it played in 1080, but it upscales to 4K, so it's not true 4K gaming. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just passes off for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which, okay, for somebody like you, because you don't have a 4K TV or screen, right?
No, I don't.
And if you were to get a
Well,
computer screen, I'm guessing you would probably look at a 2K, right? Or like a 1440? Or is that what you have as a 1440?
I was gonna say, I think this monitor might be able to do that, but I, I wouldn't end up playing it on this monitor.
Yeah. So it's kind of one of those things, right? If you don't care about the 4K, yeah, if you don't care about the 4K, the native true 4K, the Series S is definitely the one to go for.
Well, it's what, like $300?
So there's the difference, the price. The Series X, okay, so we're Canadian, so of course it's a little bit more. Series X,
Yeah.
$599.
Okay.
Series S, $379.
Wow.
But
And
those,
the Series S would run it okay, is what you're saying?
yeah, it would run at 1440, 60 frames per second.
That's that's all you need for chill. I mean, well, like the thing is though, right? Like it's like, oh, I could get that to play it for one generation, and then next thing I know, I want to get like, I want to see if I want to get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation, right? Like, I'm gonna wait and see which one I like more. Like, genuinely, I'll wait and see, and then I'll probably end up getting like the whatever special they have, like the NHL version, if they end up.
Yeah. So there's a crazy thing, okay? So we've now talked a little bit about that, right? The price and the differences in the output. So there's a thing called Xbox All Access that they're releasing out to the public now.
Yeah.
So Xbox All Access is financing your console. So for 2 years, for the Series X, it's $35 a month for 24 months. For the Series S, you're $25 a month for 24 months. Now, with your financing of your console, that includes 24-month Game Pass Ultimate subscription. So while you're financing your console, you get all the games on Game Pass with it.
Oh,
at no extra charge. So you're basically getting free Game Pass.
So I don't even have to buy chill.
That's the crazy thing. At this this point in time, you would still have to because it's an EA game. On release of the Xbox Series S and Series S, EA Play is included with your Game Pass subscription. Which means that you would get the new NHL with your Game Pass subscription. All EA games that are included in the EA Play subscription will be on Game Pass. So from what I can figure out, it's 39 games. I haven't seen which games or anything because I don't have an EA Play subscription.
Yeah.
But I do know that like NHL 20 is on there. I know that all like FIFA and all those kind of sports games are on there for sure. So that is something to look at, right? Like,
isn't Madden and FIFA are both on PC, right? And Chell's the only one's not?
Correct. Yes, I do believe so.
So like, I don't want them to be like, yo, okay, so since we're coming out with new gen, I saved. Since we're coming out with new gen, where was I going with this? I got distracted by the
Maybe
game.
they'll put NHL on PC.
Yeah, right. I don't want to. If they wait till the new gen and I wait for a bit, maybe they'll put it on PC, and I don't even have to end up getting a console.
So for sure, NHL 21 will not be on console or on PC.
But 21 won't even be on next gen though.
Yes, it is. If you buy the next gen console, NHL 21 will automatically upgrade to it.
Okay, but I'm saying NHL 22 is going to be the first official release on full next gen. Correct?
No. No, 21 is.
Well, when do the new consoles come out? Oh, here we go. And when does next gen? Or like,
next gen so NHL 21 I think comes out right away here actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like the next gen's not going to be out here really quick.
Alex Ovechkin. I just want to know the date. Release date of October 13th. So the games come out a month early. But when you pre-order, it says right here, pre-order for your current Xbox One console and get it for Xbox Series X and Series S on launch day. So the day that you get your brand new fancy console.
Okay, well, just wait. So the
Yep.
new series, those two like consoles we were just talking about, that's the actual like next Xbox,
That is the next gen console, yes.
and then there's just like a mini next gen.
Correct. No disk drive on the Mini.
Oh.
So the Series S has no disk drive. That is one other difference too. So the thing is, every game that's available on Xbox One right now,
So it's like, oh shit.
they made it so that every game that's available on Xbox One will be available on the Series X and Series S on launch day. You can play your old games on the new console.
That's dope.
It's fully backwards compatible.
Okay, so when can I start financing this thing?
I think actually you can go to Best Buy and actually pre-order the pre-order it already to finance.
What time does it come out?
Well, it comes out on November 10th. It doesn't say time, it just says pre-order for November 10th.
Maybe $25, dude. I'm probably gonna get the mini one, yeah, because it'll be nice. I'll have a little mini one on my desk, no disc drive. 'Cause, I mean, I don't really ever get this in general anymore. 'Cause, I mean, it's just easier to put it on my card on the store and pay that shit off. Like, it's
Yeah,
just easier,
exactly.
right?
No, I completely
It's
agree.
always nostalgic to go into a game store and look at everything but like you know what I mean, like,
So
and plus you pay a premium at the store, like you pay a premium.
Yep. So I'm thinking that what this is going to turn into is, I think that it is going to be the next gen consoles here. I think that you're going to see the end of discs.
I would, well, I mean, yeah, like, well, I mean, right, because they're finally making them like PCs. And I mean,
Yep.
there used to be discs for PCs, right? Like,
Mhm.
and he said, no, don't do that, right? Because it's not ideal. And who the, I mean, there's a lot of people that play like you and me. There's days we play multiple games. If we had to switch a disc in and out every time, there's probably days I wouldn't be playing multiple games.
Yep.
I mean, it's just easy to go click, 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 and you're in a different game. Like, that's
And
just,
especially, okay, so there's, funny that you bring that up, because there is a point in that. The Series X and Series S have quick resume in them, because their hard drives are so quick. You can be in the middle of a game and switch to another game that you were in, like in the middle of a battle, halfway through the day, or halfway through a battle, and you can switch back and forth to those games and not even notice, and it doesn't close them down or anything.
Yo, was Skate on Xbox at all? I don't think
Can't
it was.
remember if Skate was. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it
Can you
was.
look it up? But I think it was only on Sony. I was gonna say, man.
Like Skate 3?
Yeah, because Skate 4 is they announced Skate 4. So I was gonna say, man, I could double whammy that if it's on Xbox too, man. Cause like that's really the only two games I
Skate
would play.
3 was Xbox 360.
So it was on there. So Skate 4 will end up probably. Oh yeah, it's an EA game too. So I'll double whammy that, cause I'll definitely play Skate 4.
Yep.
Like that,
And yeah, looking like you said, it's an EA game, so more than likely, you're right, it will be on EA Play.
Right. Perfect.
So
So yeah, I can kill two birds with one stone right there.
So
two birds stoned at once, as Ricky would say.
Yeah. So here's the other thing with EA Play, right? When they announced EA Play coming to Game Pass, oh yeah, so it'll be PC and console, and it doesn't have to be Ultimate in order to get this. Okay, so it doesn't have to be Game Pass Ultimate. It just has to be your regular Game Pass.
Wait,
and you'll get
Game Pass Ultimate? That's like
the Ultimate is Gold, PC, and console all in one.
Oh, so you have everything.
Yeah. So if you get Game Pass for console, you get EA Play for console. And that's for sure. They said that if you get it, you get EA Play on PC and console. So I don't know if that's ultimate to get it on both or if it's just the one. But we'll find that out right when it comes out.
Yep.
But my question is, if they're saying that EA Play will be available on PC and console, does that mean that we will actually get NHL on PC? Because when you think about it, if they say that EA Play for console and PC, like, what's like, you might have to do it through the Xbox app, right?
I wonder if Skate would end up being on.
Well, and that's something I'm gonna find out because I've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
That's the thing, like, I don't know if I wouldn't want to finance a console if like a few months later or whatever, like it comes on a PC. Like that's the thing. Like that's why I got a PC, so I can pretty much play everything.
Yeah. So and that's
craving to play like HUD so much that I'm literally willing to finance a console for it. So like.
So and
that's why I wish they were transparent with that shit. You know what I mean?
And that's okay. So Xbox right now is the only one who's actually released anything about what's coming to the new consoles, right? That's the other thing though too, right? What's their name? Sony's kind of lacking on that one. On any information, there's no.
They're, I mean, dude, it's like a lot of Japanese companies. They're very not secretive, but they just don't release a lot of shit to the public. I mean, that's.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I feel like if they were smart, they would do it and get feedback and stuff. But I mean, hey, they don't. That's just how they've been. I mean, to each their own.
And that's exactly it. So we're gonna. Sony does have a press conference coming up right away here. So we will
and they'll probably release a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard when it's an EA game coming out on consoles, right?
Yeah.
Like
well, Skate 4. I'm looking here. Skate 4 is coming out to PC.
Man. I should almost just take my time and upgrade my PC so it's ready to go if it ever does. Bro, if Chell comes to PC, I will literally lose my job. Like, I'll play so much Chell, it'll be ridiculous. And I'm literally gonna try to get to the regional qualifiers.
Yeah?
No, like straight up, like.
There you go.
I've been playing that's the one game that I've literally been playing.
Oh.
Since I was in the diaper and like I was like riding a bike and I can still spank 75% of the population that plays that game.
Yeah. So it's looking like you'll probably want to get Game Pass.
Well, didn't you say if I find as a console I get Game Pass already?
Yeah, you get 2 years of Game Pass.
But then Game Pass is only like what? How much money?
I pay for Ultimate. I pay $19 a month.
So it's like $19 a month if they get HUD. You know what I mean? So it's like it's either or. It's like $19 a month if they get HUD, or it's
or 25 and get a console with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
But I don't know if I want a console, dude. Like I fucking don't need that shit. I just want the PC. I want it on my PC.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I have HUD, dude, literally all I'm gonna be playing is HUD and MMOs.
Yep.
I probably won't even stream half the MMOs I play. This is
No.
foreign, but like I'd be streaming shit on HUD.
I totally get that. Like I absolutely love my console, and as much as I love both, right?
Yeah.
For me, I love going back and forth between games, and that's why I think I love my console and everything.
Exactly. Right?
But I definitely messed up, though, by buying Modern Warfare on console.
Yeah, that's...
I wish I would have bought it on PC. I wish that they actually would have done where if you bought it on PC, you got it on console as well. That's what I wish that they would have done.
I feel like there should be like a law.
Just like Minecraft too. Well, Minecraft actually, I've only bought it twice. Yeah, so Minecraft
I thought
did
I was
kind
gonna
of do
buy
it.
it twice because my first account got hacked when I got it back, and it was like the weirdest name ever.
Yeah.
It was
So,
like, yeah, it was
so okay, so that's yeah. EA Play is coming to Game Pass in the fall or in holiday of 2020, which for us it's no holiday. We kind of look at the states and go, "What do you mean holiday 2020?" It's around Thanksgiving time in the states, which is nowhere near our Thanksgiving time.
yeah, we're
So
like long gone by then, right?
yeah, our Thanksgiving's in October.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean,
But isn't their Thanksgiving like our Christmas though? Like
no,
we don't
their thing.
celebrate we don't celebrate Thanksgiving like they do, dude. Their Thanksgiving is like straight up their Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, no, theirs is
Like not
they
in the
go
sense of
crazy.
like present, in the sense of like celebration and like
Mhm.
get together dinner. What you know what I mean?
Yep.
They're I feel like our Thanksgivings are a lot more local turkeys, and then our Christmas is a lot more like travel and do that shit. But their Thanksgiving is like fucking both of them combined.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely agree with that. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things. But yeah,
But they do
so
they do it strategically where because they want to do it in those seasons because that's where a lot of gifts are given. So it's not it's
yeah, that's
strategic.
they're being smart about when they're releasing, right?
Well, it's yeah, right. Like I mean, a lot of and now that like a dude, like think of how many more little guys are gonna be able to have their own console now that it's only like not even $400, man.
Yeah, well,
Like I had to buy my first console and like that shit was like $600.
yeah. And
Took
think
forever.
about it too. In the states, you're going to see a lot of people in the states because in the states, the Series X is $499 and
Uh-huh.
in the Series S is $399 in the states.
Like
Or it's
that's crazy.
$299. It's not even $399.
I just hope they don't. I hope it's legitimate. I hope it's not like that fucking what's that like Stadia game or something.
Oh, Stadia was awful. That was
Like,
stupid.
but I mean, knowing it's Xbox, like I would hope it's not does not that.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
Xbox will be fine. Like with this too. So the Xbox All Access is a thing right now. You could have got a Series X with it, and people said that was really good to deal with and everything. The only thing is, anybody who hasn't quite yet come up on their 2 years of financing their Series X can either upgrade, but they still have to pay out stuff, right? Like, so
That's
it's kind of one of those things.
mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, I think the all access is going to become very, very popular because more and more people are going to use it because it is expensive. And, well, no, you know
Well, yeah,
what? Because of the CERB
everything's
payments in
expensive.
Canada and the stimulus checks in the States, you're going to see a lot of people just buying it outright.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's smart because it's why would you finance it and then pay an interest when you're already paying taxes on that shit?
Yeah.
Smart to just buy that outright and then yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things, right? People who can't afford it are going to use it, and people that can afford it are just going to buy it outright.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely one of those things that it's going to be back and forth. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might not even buy it first go round. We'll
Well,
see what all happens.
I'm definitely gonna see because I mean I have a what's it called? I have a not a goal. I have a reason to kind of wait because I want to see like frick if they end up saying NHL 21 console when it comes out or not console PC. You know what I'm saying? Like I will literally be so hyped. I'll be playing it the day it drops. I'll probably spend $300 on packs the day it drops.
Yeah.
Like that's just what I'm saying. Like if it comes to PC, it's gonna be so convenient for me. It's gonna be the only game I play. I'm gonna stream it 24/7. Like that's my shit. I just haven't been playing it because I have a console that, I mean, if that console, I can see it right now. It's probably 5 meters away from me, maybe 6 meters away. No,
Yeah.
maybe further. If I turn that thing on, you guys would hear it. It'd be going. It'd be sounding like a jet engine right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just unfortunate. I was a little guy and didn't take too good of care of it. So hopefully it
So
comes to PC, so I don't have to get a console, and I just don't have to deal with another thing. I can just have it on my PC, and EA, if you're listening to this, which I know you're not, but if you do, I know you guys like your money. If we put it on console, I'll make you $500 on the day you drop it. I'll also have to buy the Game Pass as well. I know you get a percentage of that, so just just a little idea.
yeah.
EA executives in your suits. I know you like money. I'll give you $500. I'll burn it in front of you. 'Cause I know I ain't gonna get shit from it, but I'm still gonna just burn it.
Yeah, and you know what? That's kind of the thing, right? Like, I don't know. Like when it comes, I don't understand why NHL isn't on PC when everything else. I guess though, when you think about it, FIFA only a few years ago came on to PC again, and I don't think Madden's been on PC for that long either. So
Well,
they
this
are.
is true. But yeah, like maybe they're waiting, right? So that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. No wait.
and
If it
we.
ends up being like 2 years and it's not on, then I'm gonna have to probably. Well, and at the end of that, well, not I can't speak. At the end of the day, if I end up waiting like 2 years and I'm like, man, like, okay, screw it, it'll be cheaper then.
Yep. And
So it's like a win-win situation. But I just really hope it comes to PC, man. Because I mean, I don't need another console. I'd rather spend, like.
And you know what? That's something that's gonna happen, right? Once they add EA Play to whatchamacallit, once they add it to Game Pass, like that's something that we're gonna figure out, right? Because I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, guess what? I all of a sudden got all these games on PC, right? And maybe NHL 20 will be one of them. Which, if that's the case, then there you go. You got your answer.
I'm getting her.
Yeah. So then you'll just pay for Game Pass every month.
So when is that?
Well, Game Pass? Or when EA Play comes to...
Yeah.
They say holiday 2020, so I'm guessing around that November time.
Gotcha.
When the new Xboxes come out as well.
Huh. Good.
So I'm going to talk... Sorry?
We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, exactly. We will. We definitely will see. So, something to note here. I'm just going to go through the kind of the little bit more differences of the consoles. They're both less than 10 pounds, which is really light considering that original Xbox One that I have was 12 pounds. Like, so they're lighter even though they're more powerful, which, I mean, usually happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, technology nowadays is speeding up the rate it's being developed at, so...
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, that's for sure.
So, the other thing to think about, too, is the Series S is 60% smaller. So, they have the Series X is 6 inches by 6 inches by a foot tall. So, it's a perfect cube, actually. Or not a perfect cube, a perfect, whatever the rectangle one is called. I can't remember. But yeah, the top is a perfect square, anyways.
Yeah.
So, when they've kind of shown kind of how the difference in size is. So just from what I can figure out, I'm going to guess that the Series S is going to be about 2 inches by 4 inches and about only 10 inches tall. So it's a small little console.
Damn, that is. What the heck?
Like, it is, like, it was not at all what I was expecting.
Huh.
Then they kind of showed it, I'm like, oh, that is small. So, there's kind of that to remember, that it is going to be quite a bit smaller, right?
Yep.
They're both using Zen 2, which is AMD's 4000 series processors. They're using those. They're 8 cores. The Series X runs at 3.8 gigahertz, and the Series S is at 3.8. So there's not much difference when it comes to CPU power. There's not much difference at all between the two of them. So you're not going to notice CPU stuff slowing you down, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, the difference is the Series X has 12.15 teraflops of graphics power, whereas the Series S only has 4. And that's where the 1440p compared to the 4K comes from.
I see.
Right?
Yeah,
So they took out the graphics power and made it, right? It's your average console for just the person that wants cheap at-home gaming, right?
Yep. Reflects that, but the thing
Yep.
is, that's exactly what people want.
Yep. But both of them are running on RDNA 2 graphics power, which is an AMD's new graphics cards.
Oh, okay.
So that's something to think about, is these are running on things that aren't even released to the public yet. They will be before the consoles are released.
Are they being specially developed by like the Microsoft too, like with Microsoft or what?
Yeah, so they're they are specially making them so that they fit into the console better. They use less power and all that kind of stuff.
That makes sense because it makes them a lot more money. It's probably like a big contract.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, they're working on it together, making it better and all that. So, but yeah, it's crazy to think that, yeah, the graphics cards that are in these consoles, we don't even know what they are yet, right? So all we know is that these consoles are going to be powerful. But then with that being said,
That being that small.
yeah, that too, being that small, that's the big thing. The other thing to think about too, the Series X has 10 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the Series S has 8, and the 8 gigabytes are running at half the speed. Like the Series S is running about half the speed of the Series X too, so there'll be a little bit more loading times and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I heard a lot of games with the new one are gonna just be straight up no loading times or something.
yeah, they showed a picture of not Journey to the Savage Planet, Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah.
They showed that game off on the new consoles, and it was quite interesting because it was like 11 seconds loading time on the Series X and S, and on the One X it was 37 seconds.
Oh, so it's not like crazy.
So, and that's a big game though, right? Like 11 seconds compared to 30, was it 30? Sorry, it was 41 seconds. I just looked it up here. It was 41 seconds.
Damn.
So that is actually quite a difference. It's almost a quarter of the time.
That's true.
So yeah, no, that's kind of crazy actually. Yeah, and those loading times come from the NVMe SSDs that are absolutely just, they're crazy speeds that they put in there. And your expansion slots that you get, like you can get 1 terabyte expansion cards into them.
Yeah.
Like both of them have it, and yeah, no, it's the same speed. So it is absolutely crazy speeds that you'll get with these consoles. So, and you can still use your whatchamacallit. Oh, I can fix that. With yeah, your old consoles, you'll have like all your USB hard drive games probably, because you know hard drives aren't that big compared to games now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can absolutely put on your USB hard disk drive and it'll work on your new console, which is absolutely insane.
Damn.
Yeah. So difference between the Series X and Series S. Series X comes with a 1 terabyte hard drive, and the Series S comes with a 512 gigabyte. So, and then again, Series S doesn't have
So X
a disk
is the
drive.
big one, S is the small one.
Correct, yeah.
Gotcha. God, this is gonna be confusing.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of interesting. Hey, did you see the Blue Jays last night? Or 2 nights ago?
I didn't, but I think Gma just told me about how Bo was back and how they got that guy. His last name Kirk.
Well, yes to both of those, but also the Blue Jays lost 18-2 the other day.
Oh, I did not see that.
And today the Cubs just threw a no-hitter to win 12-0 over the Brewers.
Damn.
So there's some pretty good games going on.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, a little off topic, but still fun to talk about.
Oh, no, it's always good.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. I think that this console's gonna, this console generation is gonna be interesting, and I think we're definitely gonna have to wait to see what PlayStation responds with. I do know that there's lots of talks about how when Xbox released the price of their new console, Sony kind of went, oh crap.
Well, I can imagine.
Cause yeah, like.
I was saying to the boys, they're trying to kill them before they even start.
And that's the thing, like, Xbox goes and announces the lowest console starting price ever for any generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what does Sony do, right? Sony was probably preparing for like, oh, we can release it at what we released the PS4 for, right?
Well, yeah, they thought they could just they didn't think they were gonna try to get competitive with them.
Yeah, and here, if you release the PS5 at the same price as what the last generation was, then there's a good chance that it's not going to end well for them, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of one of those. It's going to be one of those things where it's definitely going to be an ongoing battle between the two of them. It's definitely going to get really big as well. Xbox also has their Project X Cloud too, right? Their streaming service. I don't know if you've heard about that.
I haven't. No, go on.
So Project X Cloud is Microsoft is going with Game Pass. I think it's Game Pass Ultimate. I think that one you have to have Ultimate for. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can play your Xbox Game Pass games on your Android phone, tablet, TV, whatever it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like I've got my Max TV box here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping that they bring the xCloud system to it, because then I can play my Xbox games in my room. I can play them in my on my TV, and then I can play them here on my computer without having to have 3 consoles in the house.
That's good.
So it's kind of one of those things, right, where it's like, oh, this could be really, really interesting and really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. There's definitely that whole this is going to be a good console generation. That's my thought.
Yeah, man, and like it's good for the competition is good.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. It's going to be really, really good. I'm quite looking forward to it. So, but Sony hasn't released any kind of streaming service, so I think that's where Xbox may not win with the because they don't usually, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But I definitely think that whatchamacallit. I definitely think that Xbox can make more off of their streaming platforms and all that kind of stuff. And the Series S. I think the Series S is going to sell extremely well. I think the Series S is actually going to outsell the Series X. That is my prediction.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
So, we'll see what happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yo, move to the box in like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. Just as you guys can see, I am playing Stardew Valley just to be in the background. Just kind of figured while we were talking, we may as well give you guys some eye candy too. And I want to play something where you don't have to be watching, but you know, if you do watch, then at least you got some kind of something to go off of, right? And Pierce, that's what I wanted. 9 a.m. All right, well, we'll go do the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna go back down over here. Go do some fishing. This is a new file, as you can tell. I just kind of started it as we started talking, so. But yeah, I definitely think I personally will probably not get a console right when it comes out unless something else happens. Might get it more towards that Christmas time. Just because of things that are going on with me and all that too. There's kind of that kind of stuff because I have a wedding to pay for. I moved into a place and paying rent with one person's income doesn't work the way that most people would think. It's been a little tight, so like I said, probably won't be getting a console right when it comes out. But I definitely want to work towards that Series X. The Series S for me is not enough of a difference for me to go out and buy with Series S. If I only had my original Xbox or a One S, I would definitely be like, oh yeah, I should definitely go out and buy a Series S. And I think that's going to be the thing. It's going to be
the people that are needing a cheaper alternative but still wanting the output.
Yeah. So like, okay. So for me, having the One X that already does 4K might not. It only does 4K at 30. I'm pretty sure is what it was. Either way, it's not as powerful as the Series X. But the thing is, like to go out and buy the Series X, absolutely, that would be a good investment for me, right? Mm-hmm. The thing is to go out and buy the Series X for me would be a good investment, right? Because it'll blow the One X out of the water. Mm-hmm. But for me to go get a One S, it's not going to be a really good deal because I'm now going from 4K to 1440.
No, exactly. That's what it's not. It's not for somebody like you that already has a PC or whatever. It's for people that need the cheap alternative.
Yeah, that's like I don't know. It's kind of it's gonna be interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. It always is.
So, yeah, we'll find out. And that's the thing, right? For somebody like you or somebody who has the Xbox One, like the original, mm-hmm. and you're looking to upgrade or get into console, the Series S is the way to go. It is cheap enough that it is a great starter. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have the money, Series X all the way. Series X is going to be the go-to console if you can afford it. Yeah. And that's where it's going to come into, right? It's going to come into affordability. There's going to be a lot of people getting the Series S because that's what they can afford. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. I really can't wait until PlayStation comes out and announces what their consoles are going to be, right?
Yeah, like, when are we gonna see that?
Just gotta look it up here.
Tampa Bay scored.
I see that. Shoot, trying to find this. Hey, what should my dog's name be? Kirk.
Pardon?
What should my dog's name be?
I don't know, man. Tundra.
Well, that's a good name. I like that one. It was Yogi. I'm like, nope. What the heck? I gotta look at my phone and find out what day it's coming. You know, when you look up PS5 September, press conference, you expect the actual date. PlayStation 5 Showcase broadcast live this Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. ET.
Nice.
So this Wednesday we find out more about the consoles.
Sweet.
So I'm actually quite looking forward to that. Like a lot. I got my puppy in Stardew Valley. There we go. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting one. That's for sure.
I agree.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to see what goes on. I think it's going to be one of those things that we'll just have to wait and see. Because yeah, they're being very sparse too. Like I said, like with that whole EA Play thing, EA Play is coming. They didn't say a date. All they said was holiday 2020, and they said like for console and PC. But like, okay, so I have Origin Access, or well, I guess it's now EA Play on PC, right?
Yeah.
But they literally don't say if those games are also going to be on the Game Pass or if it's just going to be the EA specific ones.
Okay.
So because not all games on Origin Access are EA games.
I see.
So it's one of those things where they really are making you wait and see what's happening before you know exactly what is.
Yeah.
And
it sucks.
yeah, and definitely I will definitely be in touch with you once they add EA Play and
Sweet.
let you know what all games are actually on there. Because, yeah, like you said, if you don't have to get a console because it comes out to PC, then yeah, don't get a console, right?
For sure.
So, yeah, it'll definitely be a little bit of an interesting...
Mm-hmm. I agree. That was G. I gotta go upstairs for like 2 seconds. I gotta talk to her quick.
Okay, sounds good. Ooh, we got level 1 farming. We can build a scarecrow. Ooh, and foraging. Nice. Only a few days into spring, too. 6 days into spring. Feels like we got a lot accomplished. Ooh, who left me a letter? Ah, Robin! I can expand my house, and I absolutely will be.
Alright, I got like 10 more minutes.
Okay, sounds good. We should probably wrap up anyways. We've been talking about it a long time, and that's about all the information that we have on this console, so...
Yeah, we'll definitely be back, and Nathan will be telling me about all the new stuff that I don't know.
And all the PlayStation 5.
Yes.
And then eventually we'll have to talk about computer stuff, because that world kind of got rocked too with the 3000 series.
And viewers of the channel, if I have any upgrades to the PC, we will make sure to record them. So
we are definitely recording any
so
upgrades that you do, because it's fun upgrading a PC.
And I might be getting some new peripherals, so maybe I'll let Nathan unbox them for me. And
Ooh, that'd be fun.
But, yeah, we'll figure it out.
I know I would love to get a new keyboard, because mine is, well, kinda.
I think I'm gonna try to. I'm just, trying to pay off some bills, but then I think it's finally once I do, I'm gonna try my first 60%.
There you go. He likes the small keyboards. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
I have small hands, that's why.
I know, but you never get like the numpad or anything, and that bugs me.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's the part that bugs me, that's for sure. Alright, well, I think that's everything. We talked about how the Series S American is the Series X is $499. Here in Canada, it's $599. The Series S is $299 in America and $379 in Canadian. I don't. Our money is so expensive. Both less than 10 pounds, 60% smaller, same CPUs, a little bit less graphics processing, a little bit less RAM. Half the storage, unfortunately, but with that expansion card, you get 1 terabyte no matter what. So that's pretty awesome. No disk drive on the Series S. There is the Series X does 4K, 60 frames up to 120, and 1440p, 60 frames per second up to 120 on the Series S. The Series S can upscale to 4K though. And then we also said the Xbox All Access is you get the console, you get 24 months of GamePass Ultimate. GamePass Ultimate does include EA Play now. And it's $25 a month for 24 months. That is American, so it might actually be more here. That's all I've been able to find is at 24 or 25. Hey, cool.
So
And then 35 for 24 months for the Series X.
25 to $40.
Yeah, pretty much. And then with EA Access EA Play being included in Game Pass, it is they say it's console. Doesn't have to be Game Pass Ultimate to have EA Play. There's no extra cost to it. My questions that I have, and I know Kirk for sure has this one. Does that mean that we will see NHL on PC? Will we be able to play it?
Please.
Because it does say that it's all games.
Spend too much money on your game and I know you love your money.
Yeah. And then the other question is, all the games that are available with EA Play on the EA launcher, will those all be available on PC and Xbox as well? So there's kind of a few questions regarding that EA Play one. They're pretty sparse on details right now, but they can't release many details because it's not that close actually. Because all of this that we're talking about happens on November 10th. That is still a month and 3/4 away. So we still got lots of time. PlayStation 5 event is being held on Wednesday. We're going to look at that and figure out what the difference between the two are and what the difference between the two PlayStations are. So, all right, Kirk, thanks for joining me. Thanks for having a discussion. And
Thanks for having me, man.
no problem. Now you know that you can get the Series S if NHL doesn't come to PC.
And that'll probably be what's happening. So.
Yep. I mean, I think your friends would really appreciate it if you got a console.
Yeah, they all been bickering me about that, so we'll see.
All right, man. You take it easy. Enjoy your time, and we'll see you next time when we discuss the PS5.
Barbecue some ribs, so maybe one day I'll have to do some barbecue ribs on the channel. Just kidding.
That would be fun, actually.
That'd be fun to do some cooking. Cause hey, at the end of the day, if it ain't that good of a video, you've still got some shit to eat.
Yeah, exactly. The eating's all worth it.
Exactly.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Right back at you.
All right. Peace.